Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we are returning to Act 2 in our Prussian campaign in Master of Command. Last time around, we did beat a fairly large army here in the first outpost, and I was debating whether to go the southern route or the northern route. Remember, we do need to get a couple of outposts. So I think we're going to go the northern route, and we're going to go directly back to Spee, because we are super low on ammunition. This is an area that we know we are not expected to immediately meet an enemy, at least, so that's good. Ah, I forgot about that. We bought all of the ammo that is here. Yeah, well, that's not good. By the way, we'd never checked the barracks over here. So, Fry Infantry Fusiliers. Okay, no, that's the normal route to Jägers. We could hire Freikorps Jägers just like that. They would be super expensive. I'm a little bit tempted to actually buy some Freikorps recruits. But you know what? I think we're going to find them sooner or later anyway. So, without the ammo, let's nevertheless go to that outpost. I mean, it's not like we don't have any ammo, right? We do have some in our units. So, I'm hoping that we don't need ammo in this outpost. Right, Your Grace, the men are gaunt and hollow-eyed. For weeks they've gone without proper rations, and the last of their horses were slaughtered days ago. They beg for relief. We can provide them with food, we can provide them with a little food, but, more importantly, we can cook a good meal, because we've got camp settlers? I think that's what we've got, right? Lovely. And we're actually getting a heavy dragoon unit. Now, that's interesting, because I was hoping for dragoons, and these are indeed dragoons. Right, nice. Very soon I'm going to need a new brigade, but for now it's a bit mix and match, so we are going to keep going for the battlefield and be on the road, because we do want to make our way over here and sell a lot of stuff. Let's get to the battlefield first. We've got the provisions, we've got the reservists. We're losing a lot in terms of our stuff here. Right. Our column has arrived upon the flank of a friendly force who now prepares to launch its final assault. Now, we can't do anything here, but we can get a likely chance of success if we are submitting a lot of stuff. Our detachment formed the friendly flank and went in second line. Enemy position was carried after close volleys. Lovely, we are getting a third of this stuff back and some thalers. And we are actually getting good stuff here. Yes, I like that. Including good dragoons. Nice. Okay, that was a good rifle, and that was a good land pattern rifle. Now, land pattern is not my preferred stuff compared to the Potsdam, but it's almost as good, isn't it? Well, it's still lacking the... But it's 10% better in terms of accuracy because it's good. It still doesn't have the reload time advantage, but I do think we're going to go with that anyway, and I will need to do some reorganization soon of our equipment. We've also got the dragoon swords, and we've got dragoons, so that is lovely. But let's grab some ammo first. And some supplies potentially. Right. Noble Estate. Let's look at that shortly. We've got precision and prudent. Not fantastic. Inspiring, intimidating, bloodthirsty, and precise. Weird. Let's think about that for a second. What else? Gunsmith. Ooh, lovely, excellent weapons now. Yeah, this is we're definitely seeing some upgrades here on... Wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yes. Okay, reload 8, stamina plus 2. We have... Reload 6. How low can we go? I think this is going to be the theme of this run. We're down to 2.9 seconds to reload a musket, remember? I'm just going to buy that. Confirm. 2.9. And remember, this is more than exponential, so this should be... Oh, there seems to be a limit. There does seem to be a limit. 2.9 seconds. So I'm guessing you can't go lower than 10%. Is my feeling here. I mean, 2.9 seconds is crazy low. Okay, but that does make sense. There's at least you can't get to infinity. I think this is still a very good thing because we can still apply that over here and get you guys down to 5.7 seconds. And that's what I mean. It's so powerful. Remember, this is just a reload difference here of 4. That's not that great, and it immediately bolsters them to 5.7 seconds. That's pretty fantastic. Right. I was very excited about that. The veterans again, I like that. I like all of this stuff. That's not kid anyone here. Especially better guns. Neustadts, I mean they're still 40 seconds, so probably not. But on the carabines, that might actually be useful. Although on the carabines range, possibly not. I would prefer accuracy there, I guess. Yeah, but we're definitely seeing more and better stuff. We're seeing a Geschwindigstück. Funny. Bronze stuff. Geschwindigstück. Liechtenstein. Ah. Well, so many things to buy. Do we go for prudent and precise? Accuracy is never bad. I think the next guy that we want to grab, I mean, we've got a good cavalry unit. You're extremely well suited for infantry. You're sort of everything kind of guy. Stamina, cover efficiency, so you can do cavalry. You can still do infantry, and that would then be a good artillery officer, I guess. Johann Dietrich von Lebentisch. We might need to do that. Quartermaster, yeah, we checked here. Staff College, what have we got here? Open order accuracy. We've got a lot of open order. Ah, guys, I'm swooning about all of the stuff that I can buy here. Open order accuracy is so good. I mean, I like the morale, don't get me wrong. I like the reload and the max speed on artillery too. This just looks so good. Open order accuracy. That should be good for all of these guys. Yeah, I need to shuffle a lot of things. I'm not even here to buy a lot of things because I actually want to buy a lot of things over here because they've got more items in shops and I can sell my stuff first. So that is fantastic. I think this episode is going to be about our strategic repositioning. Speaking of, we can hire more people here, right? You've got a surplus of infantry. Fry infantry fusiliers? No, that's normal. Veteran musketeers, I would love them, but they are very expensive. Prussian musketeers, Freikorps recruits, Prussian grenadiers, Prussian musketeers. I think we want to double down on our Freikorps Jägers. If I could get Freikorps musketeers, I would consider that. But I can't. So let's pick these guys. They're cheap. We can equip them. And then indeed, I do believe we're going to grab you as an artillery officer. Purchase the new brigade soon and slot everyone in a little bit. That does make a lot of sense to me. And Staff College, do you want to get the other open order thingy here? I mean, plus 12 and move speed, that's a fine addition. That's a very fine addition to what we can do. I think I need it. Bagpipers, they would be very good for our grenadiers, but I don't want to splurge out too much money because we're going to see more stuff available in the other town too. By the way, we didn't check the town square. Accuracy and reload from the T. Oh, guys, I want to get all of this. Accuracy and stamina. Let's get the excellent T. And I think I'll need to do a policy of only buying excellent things. not going to be Neustadt. I think buying anything that is not excellent is possibly a waste of money. If this is the frequency at which we are seeing that in Act 2, I'm very intrigued about that. We haven't bought ammo yet. That's why I'm here, and we haven't done that yet. Okay, about 100, I think we need to buy sort of all of the ammo that we can. There's no reason not to, I think. Supplies, mana. I don't know what mana is. Does that mean items? Right, we're down to 680. If we reinforce two more outposts, we should be fine. Get this battlefield, and then hook down to that town. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oh, wait. There is an encampment down there and up here. Go to this one and then over. Yeah, I think that might make sense. Oh, there's an enemy unit there. 8,500 men. That's just sort of our amount of men. So the big question is, do we want to switch around stuff? And I do think I want to switch around a little bit. Most importantly, you guys, I think, need to be trained up better. And we have the veterancy gain treaties here. So let's get rid of your stamina, even though I love it. Let's actually buy you another thing here. You guys are gaining veterancy. That's okay, I believe. You guys are potentially on your way out, right? You guys are potentially on your way out. Let's get the Grenadiers over there. Let's get the Freikorps recruits in here. Give you these things. Give you some sort of misc other stuff. And I think you guys have a bonus here. We're gonna get rid of that and move this in over here so that you are gaining veterancy a lot faster. I like that. You guys gonna get some entrenchment tools. That does leave you with an awfully low stamina because you have smoking pipes. Get rid of the Bibles, give you... Some of these satchels are going to give you stamina. Right, there we go. And then you guys, I would love to give you... Yeah, let's give you the open order accuracy. It's not reflected in here yet, but I do think it will be. And... You guys, actually I have the accuracy plus... Let's do this. So yeah, you're much better now. I like it. Yeah, and the rest I'm gonna do over time, I suppose. Yeah. No reason to do everything right now. Question is, are you gonna run away from us? No, you're actually trying to engage us. That's fine. How's it going? Let's come along a lone campfire. Do we want to get a regimental staff officer? And a moderate chance, or do we want to get him for sure? Let's probably get him for sure. He provides cover bonus and max range. Lovely. I think I've got a plan for you. And that is going to involve this unit. Yeah, let's get these guys because they've got a cover bonus. They've got a cover bonus over there. A cover bonus over here. Let's get rid of the accuracy. Provide that and switch you around. That means you guys have now a cover bonus of plus 20%, plus 25%, plus 5%, so plus 50%, and you've got good cover that you're carrying around with you. I like that. Good. Soon I'm going to need to do a lot of changes here. Right, we've done that. Let's start moving here. They're going to catch us out, but there's no reason not to be moving and wait for them. Right, ton of artillery on their side. Austrian Jägers, very good accuracy. That's the difference between our Jägers and their. Ours have extremely high reload speed, they've got good accuracy. Fusiliers, they're not that great. Cuirassiers, Dragoons, and Moscow. Interesting to see the Russians down here. Oh yeah, it's an entire Russian battalion. Move speed and cover effectiveness. Right. But they're just our numbers, so I don't think that's too bad. Forgive me for swooning about all of these items. It's just that they are so fantastic, and it's really the aspect that I enjoy about the game almost the most, even almost a little bit more than the actual battles. Just building your force, tailoring them. But I think it's starting to get to a point where probably need to do that a little bit more off screen. But we'll see. Right, now they definitely got an artillery advantage, or so they think. But as we've seen in the past, we could break that by actually piecing together good artillery, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to get them on that hill, and then we can work from there. For a second here, I was afraid about our ammo, but it's just the cavalry who seems to be sort of out of that. Cavalry, move over here, except for the grenadiers. Going to be a bit harder to actually properly use them, but that's okay. What I do definitively want is to have the Freikorps recruits and the Russian musketeers. You guys should be super well defended. I don't think there's any way how we can see the cover effectiveness directly, right? Yeah, guys, grenadiers on the back, that's okay. They can be sort of our go-to guys. And the Cantonist recruits. Guys, who are you? You are over here, right? Okay, that's enough in terms of deployment. I don't want to waste too much time here. Right. Let's just move everyone up for a second, and then we're gonna sort them out once they get close to the front line. Cavalry goes in the back, as per usual. Grenadiers, please do move up too. Russian horse artillery is coming up nicely over here. It is nice to see them move a little bit faster. Not a ton. I would have loved them for them to be a lot more like you know, like almost Napoleonic times. It seems like they're advancing. At least they're putting their Jaegers in the front, so we're going to have a Jaeger shooting match here. That's A-okay. Right, unlimber. Okay, Freikorps recruits, center. Cantonist recruits, center. The reason I'm putting these guys in the center is that they can potentially get a bit more experience over there. Okay, everyone there on the right flank, good. You guys fine. And again, apologies for the noise. I thought I turned that off, but apparently I didn't. Right, looks like they are coming towards us. That's actually lovely. Although it might mean that we are actually going to build our front line somewhere else. Because actually these Jaegers are out promoted anyway, right? So we don't necessarily need that. Okay, let's rush in and shoot the artillery. Wait, we're going to pause before we do that and set up a good line for our proper infantry. Right, musketeers, do move over here. Bit too far, isn't it? Yeah, do move over here. Be fast about it. Cantonist recruits, we don't need the full frontage, I believe, but we need to run in there a little bit. Right, you can fire on this. What's the horse artillery? You're firing on the Jaegers. That's really not what I want you to do. I would much rather have you fire on the cuirassiers. Heavy cavalry, if we can get rid of some of them, that would be lovely. You also need to run. Run over there. Good. Okay. Let's do it like that. Come on, come on, come on. Be fast about it. Yeah, you're being shot at by these Jaegers, but at these distances I think it's going to be alright. But I need to withdraw soon because they're going to come back with their cavalry. Which might actually mean that I'm going to put my cuirassiers in the back line here. That was a nice shot. Notice how they went in, immediately got a number of kills there, and were out again. Okay, they are starting to shoot with their artillery. Our Jaegers should now make short work of their Jaegers. Freikorps Grenadiers are surprisingly a lot faster. Well, you know what? You know what, my friends? You're going to switch to buckshot and potentially charge them. Okay, these Jaegers should be firing fairly quickly at these musketeers and into their flank too. So that should be a good thing for us. Do run. Please do run. Freikorps recruits. You are running already and you're starting to lose a little bit of steam there. So that's not good. But the veteran musketeers can at least engage over there. Which means that our actual hussars over here, or hussars to be, going to try to get behind the enemy. Freikorps recruits, yep, start shooting. You're in a bit of an awkward position here, but that's okay. Let's get the grenadiers on the right hand side. And you can chill out a little bit because I don't need you to waste experience. Which actually means we're going to put you into a line formation, and we're not often doing that, but I do believe that that's going to be actually okay. Because you also have the, what's it called, rank fire by rank thing, so that's nice. Okay, Prussian Musketeers, you should soon be able to engage. Ooh, that was nasty. They did nasty on us there with their artillery. They are starting to lose men. Oh dear god, the Gruns are charging us. Oh, it's interesting to see that they actually, while doing that, they can fire off their muskets. Okay, our provincial cavalry losing a lot of men here. But as our hussars are coming in, that's alright. Hussars! 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 Jesus. Charge! Yeah, the provincial cavalry, they did suffer quite a bit there, but I think the other guys are going to break them. Right, you broke them. You broke them. Right, let's move up with you. Freikorps recruits. You're suffering quite a bit of damage here. I don't like that. Fusiliers have extreme range. That's not good. That's not good at all. Freikorps recruits, shoot. Jaegers, come over here. Okay, you can form a shorter line. Run. Run and get rid of these Jaegers. You can shoot the Fusiliers. What happened there? They recovered and were chasing us. Well, we're a fewer men and we're losing morale much faster. Okay, I didn't watch that closely enough. I need to pay more attention to my cavalry. Freikorps Jaegers, Freikorps Grenadiers, Freikorps recruits. Wait a second, and then we're going to charge the artillery. But we can move up anyway. Attack column. Ah. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Right. Move, 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 move. Move, move and move fast. You're going to block them. Prussian Musketeers. Get you ready. Get you ready over here. Freikorps Grenadiers. Yeah, well, they are breaking, aren't they? Come on, recruits. You can run. I believe in you. No, it's not. It's no good. There's no sense standing here taking casualties just like so. Right, hussars? Come on, run away. Okay, at least shotgun this artillery before it gets its shots off. Well, that was a semi-success, I would say. Right, musketeers, you're ready to engage these guys. That's at least fine. Okay. The stuff here in the center really didn't go as well as I intended. Okay, let's get rid of the cuirassiers, which I think are the last unit anyway. Yeah, there they go. They're retreating. These are tough fights. These are not that easy fights. Which I mean, I guess makes sense. The scaling should go up a little bit as you enter a new act. We're earning decent money, so that's good. And getting some good things here. Well, I say that, but they're just sort of money. Nothing too fancy. Let's nevertheless try to get a bit of veterancy here, because I think everything else is fine. Even though the number of men might be a bit of a problem, but we can always take that on later. Good, good, good. Right. How many men do we have? Yeah, not that many. But okay, let's see. Also, we're burning through a lot of ammo in these battles. Right, anyone who can be promoted? Does look like it. Yeah, ooh, that's interesting. Well, first of all, the Cantonist recruits. Freikorps recruits not. Prussian field artillery can. Okay, the Cantonist recruits and the Prussian veteran musketeers. They can get to life guards. That's a difference of 10 in terms of reload speed, so they're almost as good as our other guys. And I'll need to experiment a little bit about how well that's actually going to turn out. Yeah, let's promote you to lifeguard. And you are going to move down the musketeer route, right? Yeah, I think we need more line infantry. We are Prussia after all. And we've got a couple of other guys there, so that's turning it into Prussian. I like that. We're gonna have 2 infantry brigades long term. Is this gonna be anything useful for a cavalry officer? Elusive isn't. Fire damage received is nice, but you're not going to be in cover. Artillery range, no, that's super not useful. Combat effectiveness, it's nice, but I don't think that's what we want to pick here for our last promotion. So I think that's good. You also need to replenish your ammo. Okay, so our stores are actually okay-ish. And we want to go down here. But we want to pass by the battlefield. There are going to be supplies available over here. I think that's probably just the top row of things, the mana. I'm not entirely sure. Take the weapons, or get the wounded. Now, I think the weapons would be nice because we have a chance of recapturing excellent equipment here, as we've just seen. And even though we are a little bit shy on people, we can get more people. It would be much more expensive to get excellent stuff. Good. Nothing standing out here too much. I mean, just end of last thing, I would have really, not as a killed for that, but still. Hussar sabers, excellent. We do have money. We are earning more money. Right. Let's nevertheless get our supplies up to snuff first. Was I at 0? Is there an upper limit of 1,000? No, I don't think there's an upper limit of 1,000. Must have been at 0. Stables. Hussars. 1410. Our current Hussars have... I think we just need to take that. So good. Step horses. 1210. I don't think we have step horses right now. And I don't think we need to have them. We do have step horses here, but I think we're going to switch them around soon. So that's okay. Melee speed and move. Melee speed, melee plus 8 on the saddles. We've got some saddles here. I don't think that's worth it. 70. but the save I want to have. I've gone, of course. I really like the Freikorps Hussars. I've grown to like them a lot. Yeah, Quartermaster, we check that. Town Square. Yeah, well, the casualty restored is good, as is the beer rations. Kind of like it. Casualties restored is pretty powerful. We've seen that we are taking a lot of casualties. Replacing casualties becomes more and more expensive. Maybe not for now. Oh, we could actually hire the By-Road Dragoons here. What, 1,000? I don't think we're going to do that, but it's nice to see that they're around. Oh, and they would actually be getting excellent carabines and a good sword. Let's check whether we're going to get that if we gain them by fulfilling our objectives too. I don't know that, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to buy a bit more ammo because we're going to be short on that all the time. Right, there we go. Get the convoy, get into the city. We've reinforced 2 outposts already. And then I want to get into the city and check what we've got there. Weapons cannons or specialized ammo. Now weapons is always useful, but we are short 1 cannon. We only have the basic cannon for 1, so we're going to do that. It's unfortunately not a very good one. 6-pounder. But it's still better than the 3-pounder, isn't it? It's less accurate. 50% more damage. We're going to pick it anyway. 3-pounder. Oh, so it's really... No, that was a bit of a dud. Should have picked the weapons. But, I mean, it's better than nothing. It's a small upgrade on some of our units. Oh, there's an enemy army there. Small. Right. Staff College, Gunsmith, Powder House. I like to see that. Yeah, look at all the stuff that we can get here. Veterancy gain. Veterancy gain. Lots of sort of mid-tier things. Gunsmith. Ooh. Yongping, don't like them. The Charleville I might like. 38 seconds is still okay. The rest is unfortunately carabines. Foundry, well... For a second there, I thought that was 4,000. Powder House. A lot of good things. A lot of good things. I'm going to check on them a little bit in between episodes. And then I'm going to present my plan next time around. And since you've sort of experienced me doing everything here, I'm not going to do that off screen too much. I might sell a lot of stuff off screen and then I'm going to present you. Right. That being said, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do let me know whether you want me to see more of the equipment shenanigans here. I very much like to tweak around with that. It does give us absurdities like the 3-second reload time here. But yeah, up to you guys. Thank you, thank you, and see you then. Bye bye.